What was the greatest pleasure you ever felt? Waking up and realizing I no longer have to work anymore. After I got my first job, I would wake up early in a panic, then think, oh wait, all I have to do is go to work. No homework or studying. Just wake up, go to work, come home and enjoy. But now I'm like, work again today. Sigh, I like my work, but the fact that I have to do it is a bummer. Still am thankful for it. I graduated from university a decade ago and still occasionally get a sudden panic about homework. It's fleeting, and nearly immediate relief when I remember, just like you said, but I don't think it's ever going away at this point. My recurring dream is that I blew off a class all semester and now have a final project something major due and didn't know. The shower in bed after camping for 4 days at a music festival. Pro tip, always wash your sheets before you leave for the fest. That way you get to sleep on nice soft bed with clean sheets. This one is kind of gross, FYI. I got surgery to fix a broken nose so I could breathe better. This involved having my nose packed with packing, essentially tampons, for a few weeks. It wasn't the removal of the packing that was amazing, it was the first time I blew my nose shortly after. It felt like a 12-cup of mucus was pulled directly from my brain and there was a golf ball-sized result in the tissue. The best feeling I ever experienced was directly after that, where breathing through my nose was so incredibly easy. I felt like a superhuman who conditioned in the Andes for months of something. I laughed with excitement. Yes, I had the same thing, a septorhinoplasty. Having all that gauze packed up inside my sinuses for days and days. The guy gets me to hold a dish under my chin, starts pulling what seems like yards and yards of bloody gauze out of each nostril. Tears were streaming down my face. I did not care one bit. Oh, such a relief. Had the same procedure, but they had me put on a big apron with sleeves on that same plastic-backed absorbent they use for the bib at the dentist. I looked at that thing and thought no good can come from this as I was putting it on. Surgeon yanked that packing out like he was trying to start a lawnmower and a flood on blood snot came rushing out of my nose. Both the worst and best feeling in the world from that. Best feeling was when the ant took the mother of all tweezers and yanked out the biggest booger I've ever seen from somewhere behind my eyeballs. Yes, those tweezers from my nightmares, when the world stops and you realize they're going up your nose. But when the doctor pulled out a blood clot booger the size of his palm, I swear I heard angels singing, and that immediate pressure relief was the most heavenly feeling. Waking up realizing there's no work school today and going back to sleep. Especially snow days. Huge crush on this lady I worked with. Same company, but different locations, but we would see each other once or twice a week when our duties overlapped. I got the vibe that she was interested in me as well, but I never acted on it. There was a retirement party at a local bar, and she mentioned that she was going to be there. I nursed 2 beers for 3 hours on the chance she would show up, because I didn't want to be hammered like our colleagues. She arrives at 11:30, walks straight over to where we are sitting, and puts her arm around my waist. Boom. Been together for 16 years. #X200B, API. I have an extremely rare, maybe 100 in the US, genetic anomaly that makes susceptible to growing GI tract and other cancers. I just had my 45th surgery, my younger sister has had 70. It's not the anesthesia I enjoy, but the pre-anesthesia drugs they give you in the waiting bed, while under warmed up blankets. Hours of near bliss and conscious to enjoy it. Gotta look at the sunny side, right? Edit, I didn't expect this kind of response. I just told about the surgeries so PPL would understand that I really know how the pre-surgery drugs feel and appreciate them. Wasn't expecting, or looking for it, sympathy, but thanks for all the great comments, even the guy that said I should just die already and stop burdening the healthcare system. Smile. I'll try to answer questions. Thanks for an unexpectedly engaging evening, Redditors. 45 surgeries? Oh gosh, so would that once every few months? Most since I turned 33, but my first was at 6 years old. I'm 53 now, had 5 in the last 13 months including 13 of my left lung removed. I will probably get a kidney out this year. Your username should be BraveBigman1001. Standing by a raging bonfire after I fell into a mountain stream in the dead of winter. What a coincidence, my greatest pleasure was standing in a MNT stream after I fell into a bonfire in the dead of summer. Edit, all the awards and upvotes really made my day today, thanks you guys. When school's cancelled for the day and you're half asleep and overhear your mother tell your sister not to wake you up because school's out. Used to leave a smile on my face before snuggling back into my covers. Damn, especially when it's raining or snowing that day. Not school related, but you said raining and I thought of yesterday. I walked my dog, went to the gym, showered, ran some errands, picked up some lunch and went home. Right when I was parking it started raining hard. I had that feeling of already getting a bunch done and nothing else to do the rest of the day. Then I got to relax and eat and listen to the rain. Perfect. Taking a shit in my own bathroom after a long vacation. Almost brings a tear to my eye just thinking about it. It usually brings a tear to my eye cause it's so large. I have a hard time shitting outside my own home. My first poop after getting my appendix out. Didn't poop for 8 days and when I finally did it was fantastic. I still think about it and smile. Edit, thank you for the awards, kind strangers. I'll be reliving this great poop all day now. I was on opiates after my shoulder surgery and didn't shit for 3 days. After the head popped through like 2 to 3 feet of semi-liquid shit blasted out. I have never felt relief like that since. Laughing at it being described by length. I had a dream that I was a toaster. I woke with a feeling of anticipation. Then I made toast with pure concentration. Afterwards I was entirely fulfilled, having accomplished the ultimate purpose of my existence. You win. Nobody will ever understand this, but you do you, buddy. You make that toast. Getting my first paycheck after 4 years of just making enough and a year of COVID out of work and getting a job that pay more than I've ever had experienced. Having just something else than a negative number at the end of the month for maybe the first time in 5 years. That.
After consulting 3 high-powered attorneys about my fiancé's citizenship case, and being told they wouldn't take it BC it was impossible to win, I, a layperson, spent a week, night and day, studying the law and putting together 125 pages document, received in the mail that he won the case and got his citizenship in the US.
Edit, thank you for the support and awards. I'm not going to answer the PMS asking for legal advice or the ones threatening to try to dox me and get me charged with felonies. Kick ass. Now that's high-powered. Thanks. We sent a picture of him with his citizenship certificate to the biggest attorney and they were shocked. I followed it up a copy of my resume in case they were hiring lol. So when do you become a lawyer? I'm in paralegal school now. Can't afford law school but it really is my calling. I also saved a friend $2,300 by doing her divorce for her BC. She was broke and even got her court costs waived at 100%. All she paid was $75 to get him served papers BC. He lived in TX. Only took 3 court dates in 4 months. I'll say it, you ducking rock. Keep up the great work, we need more humans like you. Thanks. You rock too. Immediately after giving birth, like right when she came out, all the pressure and heaviness in my stomach went away immediately and it was the best feeling. Going from being stretched out, bloated, with a baby pushing on your organs to totally empty was a huge relief to me. Edit, yes it is like taking a huge shit except 1000x more relieving. Also the superwoman feeling after is a close second to this feeling. Then the shower when you get home. I was up for 38 hours, then I crashed in my bed. I giggled like a child as I fell asleep. Why 38 hours? He was battling some Redditors. Someone defiantly disagreed with him. They defiantly did. Farting and that stomachache just disappearing. This happened so bad to me once I ended up at the Woke up in the middle of the night, excruciating pain, vomited from how much it hurt, could barely walk, drenched in sweat. Have my wife drive me to the get taken in immediately, doctors doing blood work and prepping me to do some X-rays, when all of a sudden I ripped the biggest fart of my life. It smelled terrible, but all the pain went away. Most expensive fart of my life too. Almost sounds like a horrible prank. Can't imagine what the doctors must have been thinking if, after all the initial checks and prep, you just blasted the pain out yourself and left. My roommate works at a quick care and he said that this happens all the time. People will come in complaining of terrible stomach pain, fart, and then leave. Works the other way around, too. I had a chronic stomach condition that kept getting diagnosed as gas and/or anxiety. Hell, my dad's cancer got diagnosed as gas as well.